guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel and to a new bonus tutorial. I want to start by saying thank you to all of you for being a member. And so what I have for you today, it is a quick and easy little folio. Actually, this is quite a large folio. This is 8.5 by 7, and it was just super fast to put together. I think this will make really quick and easy gifts, especially if you're trying to craft ahead for Christmas. I think this will be a good option to do for Christmas gifts or Christmas like craft fair type of project. So what I'm using is the Pets in Paris paper collection, and I just love the cute little cats and dogs. Of course, you can create this with any collection that you like. And here on the cover, I just kept this pretty simple. I just put Pretty Perfect with the cute little kittens in there, just a couple little flowers. And the inside, again, like I said, quick and easy, but still lots of room for pictures, large and small pictures as well. So let's go ahead and open this up. So when we open this up, we have here the cute little dogs and the cute little cats, and then this is going to open here one more time, and then we have these two sections that I think they turn out super cute. So over here says Paris is always a good idea because all the little puppies are dressed like they're going to Paris. And then this opens up like that, large area for pictures, smaller area for pictures here. And then this is actually a little waterfall, so this opens up like that, and then here we have room for 17 pictures, and this will be like 4x5 pictures, so you can crop your 4x6s just a little bit. And then this opens up one more time here, and then we're gonna close this whole side, and then let me show you the center. So here on the center we have this spinnable section. This comes down like that, and then it allows for these to open up, and then this opens down, and then each one of these sections open up again here, as you can see. Again, lots of room for pictures. You can put a 5x7 or 4x6 in there. And then here on the center we have this double waterfall type of feature, and then you can add a large picture right there. So again, quick and easy little project that you can get done in no time, and I hope you guys like it. And now let's go ahead and make these together. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our cute little folio. So I am going to be using heavyweight cardstock, and this is 110 pounds, black of course, and I get my cardstock at Michael's. I do love working with this black one. It seems to be thicker than the white one for some reason. I'm also going to be using this adorable collection. This is Pets in Paris by Park Lane, and this is one that I got at Joann's, so I'm pretty sure you can still find it if you want to work with a cute little pets collection. But of course you can use any cardstock that you have. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I am going to start with my 8.5 by 11, and we are just simply going to score the base right here. So I'm just gonna grab my crafting tools. I'm gonna need that, we're gonna need that, we're gonna need some glue, and of course some tape as well. And so I'm going to start with an 8.5 by 11, and I'm just going to score at 1 and 2. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this around and also score at 1 and 2. Okay, and then we are going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so that is going to be the base of this folio. So then I'm going to use a second piece of my heavyweight cardstock, and I'm going to score this at 7 inches, and I'm going to fold along the score lines. Okay, and then we are going to add that piece to the left side of our of our base. So I'm just going to add my glue. And we're going to glue this side here. So you want the flap to be facing down. Just gonna lay this and line this up. Okay, so right there like that. Press down. And that's gonna go right here. Now the second piece I am going to cut at 7 inches. Okay, so for the other side. So this is going to be 8.5 by 7. And we are just going to glue this one on this other 1 inch section here. Okay, so I'm just gonna add my glue. And then line this up. Okay, so I'm just gonna press down. And there you go. So now this is how this book is going to close, or this folio. Okay, so it's a large 7 by 8.5 on the base. Okay, so I'm just going to press down here and press down here. So now the right side is going to go on top, so I'm not going to build anything onto this panel, but we are going to continue on this one. Okay, so now I have this opening that we just created, and I'm going to add one more here. So I'm going to cut a piece of 6.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to score at half and at 3/4. Okay, half and 3/4, and then I'm just going to fold, and I'm going to fold here. Okay, let me try to do that. And I am going to add this piece right on the left side. Okay, the left side of the left panel. And you want to glue this right next to the bending line. Okay, so here we have the bending line, and I'm just gonna place it right next to it. And press down. Okay, and then we're going to open this up. Oops, let me make sure this is dry before I open it. Okay, so now I'm going to open this up and press down here. So now you will see that this one has a 1/4 inch gussets, and that is because on this section I want to build an enclosed little waterfall. So we are going to cut 2 pieces of 4 3/4 by 4 and by 8.5. So 4 3/4 by 8.5, and 2 of those. And then we are also going to score at half and at 3/4. Half and 3/4, and then we're just going to fold along the score lines. Here we go. And fold here. Okay, it's hard to fold this heavyweight cardstock. Okay. And then we are going to add 1 on each side on this side panel. And then we're going to add the other one. Okay, right here. And press down. Here we go. And then we're going to open this up. So then here we're gonna have this section, and on the inside I'm gonna put a waterfall, and then this is going to close on top like that. So now let's work on the waterfall. For the waterfall, I'm going to use lightweight cardstock. So I'm going to cut about 8 pieces of 5.5 by 4. And here we go. So I'm cutting 2 at a time. So I have 2, 4. Here we go. 6. And 8. Then we are going to score at 1/2 inch along the 5.5 inch side. Okay, so half. Let's put this one here, half. And we are going to add those pieces here on the center of our section. So we're just gonna place it right there in between the 2 1/4 inch sections. So I'm just gonna start right on the top. Okay, and then we're gonna open this up and just add all these pieces. Okay, so the next one right here, press down. The next one, right here, make sure it's not going to this side. Close that up, make sure it's even. Right here. Okay, open that up. Just gonna add the next one. Right here. And there you go, look at that. We were able to add all 8 pieces here on our waterfall. Now we're gonna close that up and close this up as well. Okay, so now we're gonna add some magnets to keep that section closed. So I'm just gonna use my small 10 by 1 and I'm going to add 2 2. Okay, so one on the top, one on the bottom, and then this one and this one, and here we go. Okay, so now place that with the sticky side up. Same thing here, sticky side up, and then we're gonna close this section right there. Okay, now this one is gonna come and close here on top. So when you add this section, make sure that your gusset is perpendicular. Okay, and then we can even reuse these magnets here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do those, and then I'm also going to do one more, okay, on that side. So this one is going to go right there, and then these two, 1 and 2. Okay, and then I need the connecting magnet for the other side. So I'm just gonna put that here, and now we're gonna close. Again, make sure your gusset is perpendicular, and then just press down, and so we can get that tape. And then we're gonna open that up, and then here we have this one, and then here we have the other two, and that's gonna close this whole panel. Now we're gonna work on the center. So for the center, I am going to cut 2 pieces at 7 inches. So this is going to be 7 by 11, and same thing for this one. Let's see here, 1 and 2. Okay, and then along the 11-inch side, we are going to score at 1 and at 1.5 and at 6.5. Okay, same thing for the other one. We're gonna score at 1, 1.5 and 6.5. And then we're going to fold along the score line, so we're going to fold that in, and then we're also going to fold these two in like this, and same thing here, fold, and then we're going to fold and fold. Then we're going to bring our little folio back, and we're going to open, and add 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Okay, so just right here. Okay, right in between your bending lines. If you feel like you're touching your bending lines, you can trim this off just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm just gonna press down, then I'm gonna fold this one in. That's how this is going to go. I'm gonna stand up that gusset. Okay, so now for now I'm gonna open it and add the one on the bottom. Okay, so right in between those two, and fold down, press down. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna open that up, press down, and now we're gonna close. One, have your gussets perpendicular, and same thing for this one here. Okay, so now that's gonna be the main, and now let's add a couple more layouts on the inside. And so for the inside, I am going to cut 4 pieces of 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. So one, I always like to double check that this is 5 1/2. Sometimes it's a little bit bigger. And then same thing for the next one, 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. So 1 and then we're going to score at 1/2 inch along the 5 1/2. Okay, so let's put that on the side and score at 1/2 inch. And we're gonna do half. Half and half, and then we're going to fold along the squares. Okay, so here we go. And then we are going to glue these on the inside, and we're going to do 2 on each side. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1 again next to the bending line without touching your bending line. Press down. Okay, make sure this folds. And the second one. Right on top. And then the other 2 on the other side. Okay, so here we go. Right here. Press down. And then the next one. This one right on top, right here. Okay, and press down. And here we go. So now when we open this up, we're gonna have these 2 sections. And then we can close 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we're gonna close this one and this one. And now for the closure here, I'm going to add a spinnable piece. So I am going to cut a piece of 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay. And then we are going to cover that up with our design paper. So I'm just gonna choose something here from my book. Maybe I'll do, oh look, we have some cut parts. Maybe I'll do one of those. So I'm going to use the flowers. Okay, I'm just gonna pick this one up. And then I'm going to cut this at 4 by 5. And just cover that up. 4 by 5. And this could be a nice place for a picture or something like that. Okay, so we're gonna glue these two, and then I'm going to pick a different design. Okay, and I'm going to cut 2 pieces of 6 3/4 by 4 3/4 because my panel is 5 by 7, so 4 3/4. I'm trying not to cut their heads too much, so I'm just gonna trim this here and then count 4 3/4. Okay, and then we're going to glue these pieces. So first I'm going to glue the one for the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna glue this one. And then you have your centerpiece, and we're going to add that with a brad. So you're gonna need a brad, and I'm just gonna use a purple one maybe. And then I'm going to just hold this on the center like that. So you want this halfway on the line and then center. Then you want to open the back because you don't want the hole to go on this back section. Okay, and then I'm just going to poke a hole maybe here on the center, and then we're going to add the brad. Okay, so right there, and then we're going to turn this to the back and secure that with some tape. Okay, so I'm just gonna add my tape and put that right there. Now fold this, fold that. Now on the back here, we're going to use a magnet. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 magnets right there. So let's add some tape. Okay, and then we're going to do the 2 magnets that should go on top. Okay, and then we're going to add the tape with the sticky side up here and here. Now we're gonna close this, close that, close, and I'm just going to just place it on top. Make sure your gussets are perpendicular, and then make sure this is straight. Okay, and now press down. This is straight here. Okay, now let's open that up. I'm gonna press and remove the tape, and now I can glue the top piece. And that's gonna go right here. So cute. Okay, so now this is going to close first. This is going to spin down, close that up, and then spin this back in place, and there you go. That is the closure for your center. Now we're gonna keep this flat. We're gonna fold this here on top, and then we're gonna fold this one right here. So of course we're gonna need magnets, and because this is the closure, I'm going to add 3 magnets right here. Okay, so let me add my tape. 1, 2, and 1 more. And then of course we're going to cut the other side and the tape. Okay, so here's 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, right there. And now we're just gonna close these. Make sure your gussets are standing up, perpendicular. And we're just gonna close this whole thing. So this should close all the way, okay? It should be lined up here to the end. And then we're just gonna press down around the magnets to make them stay. Okay, I don't know if that's gonna, oh, there you go. It worked. Okay, so that is our cute little folio. And I'm going to finish up, whoops, decorating my book, of course. But I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you enjoy this bonus tutorial, quick and easy little project. And I want to thank you for being a member of my channel. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.